happy November to you. I can't believe, like we just said, we can't believe it's November.
This year completely flew by. And when I saw that this was about lead magnets, I had a little anxiety because it's the new year right around the corner. And sometimes I like to change my lead magnets in the new year, which could be a good time for everybody to go, has anyone been actually taking my lead magnet off of my website? Am I getting any names and email addresses, or am I not? Am I having a traffic issue, or is my lead magnet just not appealing?
And I'm going to be flat out blunt here. Most lead magnets are not that appealing. They
Okay.
really aren't. And the thing of it is that we put together something that we think, well, this is good information. People should know this. And we put it together and we slap together a quick PDF and we throw it up on our website and we move on. And it's kind of like, I make this joke, it's kind of like vegetables at a Midwest restaurant that are an afterthought and not real good. So I really want people to think about the user experience when it comes
Yes.
to a lead magnet, because the user experience is often what turns people off. And what you're wanting to do with a lead magnet is start building a relationship, the like, know, and trust factor that we hear Kim talk about in almost every one of her videos.
Yes.
Know and trust, like, know, and trust. And so if you are delivering something that's an afterthought, that doesn't have a really good positive user experience, that may very well be their first real impression of you. And it's not a good one.
And
And
the last time they come and look at your site again.
you.
Okay.
And so here's one area where you really have to deliver excellence. And so that's really what I wanted to talk about, because I want people to create those lead magnets that are excellent, that create a positive user experience, that bring in the right clientele, the right people, the people you want to attract, the projects you want to attract, so that it is feeding your pipeline down in the future. And that's the whole purpose.
Okay, so let's start with explaining what a lead magnet is for those who don't even know that terminology, because that's a little bit industry terminology.
It is. It is. And this is your freebie. This is something
Your freebie.
offer on your website that people are going to get for free in exchange for their email address.
Yes. So, for example, in my case, I have coaching like you're a profitability analyzer, how to know whether every job is profitable. That's something every designer needs. So that when someone hits that on my website, they're like, or my freebie page, they just want it, right? So, what does your client really want is what they have to figure out.
And that's the tough part, because I would say you're better off not having an opt-in sign up if it's crap, than waiting until you can get something really good.
Good point.
In all honesty, because you are going to potentially lose people when you're delivering something that's not of real value. And value is the key. And by value, you want something that is going to be, they're going to be able to instantly see their life is better by getting that. That is worthy of my email address. And that's how high expectations are with freebies, is I want you to make my life immediately better in some small way. So your profit analyzer is a great example of this, because I can take that, download it, immediately put it to work.
Yes, yes. But not all my lead magnets in the past have been good, because you know what? Sometimes I'm like, I want everyone to know this. As opposed to, which I hear a lot from designers, I want everyone to know what the process is. They want to know the process. I'm like, do they want to know the process, or do you want them to know the process?
And exactly. And they may say, again, terminology, we have to kind of sometimes read between the lines. They don't really care about the process. I don't care about a designer's process behind things. I want my house to look amazing. I want to know about the experience. I want, and so that, and that experience starts with the first contact that I have with you. And so that is where we really have to get really hyper focused on who our ideal clients are, what are our goals, and what projects do we want to attract, and build the lead magnet based on those, in alignment with those three key things. Who is our client? What do we want to attract? What projects are we looking to attract? Well, how can we make their life instantly valuable?
Right. What are they going to want immediately?
What are they going to want? And so that's kind of the key that I want people to think about. You're going to spend a lot more time developing this lead magnet than you realize. But with a really good, solid lead magnet, you are going to be filling your pipeline, not necessarily immediately, but a year or two down the line. I
Yes.
just had a consult yesterday with somebody who's been following me for 2 years that I've never had contact with. But she opted into my lead magnet is the course resource library that I have out there where I'm sharing all my secrets and little mini courses and all of this stuff. That's my lead magnet because you can pop in, choose the course that you want, and instantly implement it in your own business to make your branding, your website, or whatever better. She's been following me for 2 years. So creating something, keep in mind, it's filling your pipeline when you do it with excellence,
Yes.
not only today, but down the line as well.
Yes. And there's such a nuance here. Like you said, and it was really, I wrote it down because it's really good to remind everyone. Interior designer clients are interested in a couple of things: the experience more than the process, where interior designers tend to focus, this is the process, but really you can say this is the process, but word it from the experience side of the design of the client. They also want to know what the end result is going to be, right? And often they want to know about how much things are going to cost, right? So if you use those as your basis of, then add, who is your ideal client? What's their lifestyle like? Who are they? And what do they want to see? You can create some pretty cool lead magnets and start growing your email list. Follow up with an email once a month so that 2 years down the line, like the person who just contacted Teresa may hire you.
Yes. And that we're going to talk in depth about that next month, actually, email nurturing, because that's another piece of it. And I want to clarify this. If you're just gathering email addresses and the only time you use those is in a blue moon when you want to sell something, you have lost me. You are building a relationship. And that, by me giving you my email address, like that's a very big thing. I don't give my email address away lightly, because even I have a spam email account. I don't give that away very lightly because I only have so much time in the day and I'm not sorting through hundreds of emails.
Right.
So I'm only going to give it to the people that I'm interested in, truly interested in. And if what I get is not a good value, I'm instantly off your list. If you ghost me until you want to sell something, I'm instantly off your list. And that's not that's just not me. That is a mentality that a lot of us have or we just don't even if we don't unsubscribe, we just delete your emails and never look at them. So they're still not a value.
Right.
So you really have to focus in on that aspect of things.
Okay.
And you've got to make the process easy. And I want to talk about the process a little bit because we've talked a lot about value. And honestly, I could spend days talking about value.
Yeah.
But the process itself, it's got to be easy to sign up. If I have to click to get to your sign up, it's not worth my time.
Mm-hmm.
And it may only take me 10 seconds. Not worth my time because I feel like I'm having to do too many steps. So
Yes.
Instant or easy sign up, easy access. If once I sign up, I have to wait 30 minutes to hopefully get an email that doesn't get filtered by my spam so that I can, nope, you've lost me.
Yep.
So give immediate access to them. Give it right away. So when I sign up, like when you sign up for my newsletter to get into the Caffeine Creative Vault, you're immediately taken to the vault, or you're immediately taken to the course that I'm referencing for that particular sign up. And so you want to give
every click, you could lose somebody. That's the bottom line.
Yes, you could lose somebody.
Yeah.
We all have, when it comes to being online, we all have, attention deficit disorder to some degree, and we don't want to spend a lot of time. We want things delivered quickly, and I don't want to have to work hard for it.
Yes.
And again, that instant value where people are able to implement something right away and see that their life is better.
Okay. So actually we have a question. Masha, it would help me if, you know what, it's actually not here. I might hear myself in the background for 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So please follow, Masha, if you hit in the description above, please follow this link to grant permission for me to see your comments. That's helpful to us because then when we share your comment, it's not going to say Facebook user like it's going to right now. See, it says Facebook user. If you give BeLive permission, it'll show your name, which will be nice. So Masha does have a great question though.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So now the confirming subscription, That is something that I do recommend everybody set up, that they have to confirm subscription,
Okay.
because of all the privacy laws that are out there protecting people. And they are vast and they are varied and they are different. And I'm not a lawyer and I don't want to pay attention to that stuff. And
Yes.
so I do recommend having that confirmation. I still immediately deliver. Are there people who sometimes don't confirm their subscription? Yep. They're probably not my target market. If they got some value out of what I have to offer, I think that's awesome and I love it, and that's wonderful. They're probably not going to come back to it anyway if they don't want to stay on my list, because they're not my people.
Right.
And I wish them well. So I do advocate for immediate access personally. That's my personal opinion. Probably not everybody will agree, but and doing the confirmation as well.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. What else about lead magnets? How do we get specific for us?
Well, okay. So when it comes to creating, this isn't even in my blog this time. This is something that I'm preparing for a training that I'm giving here soon. But you want to think about, you want to have one single-minded focus on your lead magnet. You don't want it to do all the things, because that's too overwhelming, and you don't want to deliver all the things at once. You want one thing. Are you going to entertain? Or are you going to educate? So let's think about what you're going to do. Are you going to entertain or are you going to educate? Both have value and both are something that you can bring to it. And there's a lot of different lead magnets that work. For interior designers specifically, because this is our audience today, quizzes to figure out your design style with a fun bonus. They're an unexpected bonus at the end. Those work really, really well. Having access to an exclusive collection, say if you're a side door user and you have an exclusive collection that only your subscribers get access to so they can purchase their style, that's another great idea. Those are a couple entertainment ideas
Yes.
you could quickly implement and start collecting email addresses right then and there.
Right.
Okay. Now, from the education standpoint, one of the best lead magnets that I've seen lately is the Good, Better, Best guide. If I'm looking to remodel, especially if you are an interior designer wanting to attract new construction or remodeling clients, that Good, Better, Best guide helps them start thinking about what their budget is going to be. And you can do incredible things with it. And I actually have a template that we just launched this morning in our little Caffeine Creative shop. You
Nice.
can download that Canva template and customize it 100% to you and your business for the Good, Better, Best guide. And putting that out there, that is going to help people plan for their remodel. And they're going to start realizing I'm ready, or I need to save a little bit, or here's where I want to be. And when they say I'm ready, guess what? They're going to reach out to you because you just created like, know, and trust with them.
Yeah, because they're using your information to figure out their decisions. And if that information was valuable, people tend to just naturally reward the person who gave the information and say, if they knew this, then let's meet with them and see how much more they know and see how much more.
Yes, exactly. Another one is a space planning guide, like helping people learn how to space plan it. And I know space planning is a lot more complicated than the average person knows.
I
That's
know.
the value in that lead magnet, because when I get this space planning lead magnet and I realize all the things that I have to do to plan my new living room, I'm gonna not want to do that.
Yes.
You know, even though you're sharing your secrets with me and I'm grateful for that, I'm not going to want to do that amount of work probably. So I'm
Right.
going to reach out to you because you shared your secrets with me and I'm grateful for that.
Well, and
Give your information away when people realize how complicated it is. I mean, that is key.
that's what I was going to say.
I cannot tell you how many times somebody has gone to my course library and dove in because they're going to do it themselves, especially like their logo and branding and all of that. And then they're like, Teresa, this is way more work than I want to do.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And this is true transparency, everybody. You can teach as much as you want about interior design out in the open, in the public. Teach people how you make decisions. Teach them what you learned in school. And the bottom line is they're going to go, wow, he is really knowledgeable. And when it's time to do it myself, gee, this is way too much to do myself. Let me hire the person who got me started.
Who was open and transparent and honest and shared their secrets and was friendly and warm and created a user experience that I loved.
Yes.
This
is what I do. This is what you do. And what we do in our marketing is transferable to interior designers. They just tend not to always believe it. And of course, sharing too much DIY stuff could attract DIYers in the beginning, but as they increase their income and they become less tolerant of doing projects in their own home and they have more money in their careers, they eventually come to you. So this is how it works. Become the expert in your area by creating great lead magnets of what people actually want.
And I would say this too on the DIYer, when we share the small, we have this idea, let's share the small projects, because then I'm not giving away too much.
Yes.
That attracts the DIYers. Share the big stuff.
Share the
Go
big
into detail about what you're doing. Share that. Like you want to use regular terms. You don't want to get too technical and too, industry jargon focused. You want to use regular language that the average person can understand. But share the big stuff, because when you're sharing those small projects, you are attracting the DIYers because they can take that and implement it. When you're sharing the big stuff, yes.
And the decision-making process around the big stuff in micro doses, it shows that you're the expert.
Yeah, and I love this comment that just popped up. I apologize, I don't know who it is, from Facebook user, but what your marketing is what you attract more. And that's just it. When you're sharing the big stuff that you want to attract, like planning for your remodel or things like that, when you're sharing those things, you're getting attention and traction in what you want to work on. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier. What do you want to work on? What projects do you want to attract? What people do you want to attract? Oh, hey, Masha. Sorry.
Oh, she said she has no idea how to tweak this damn thing. I've got to comment.
I understand. I get it.
Yeah, I'm going to try to figure this out so people can do this a little better. But anyway, okay. All right. So you have helped a tremendous amount of my Profit Insider Academy and my one-on-one clients create amazing lead magnets. What was your favorite one? I think I know, but
oh God, it is tough. It is tough. But I would say my absolute favorite one goes back to Susan Branchard and her design quiz. And it was so much fun to create that one. She has this design quiz where not only do you figure out what your design style is, but you instantly start embracing it. She shares with you books and movies and decor tips and a recipe, a cocktail to help you embrace your design style. So even if you're not ready to go out and redo your whole house in boho, you can sit there and drink a boho cocktail and dream about it. So it was really, I think that's probably one of my fun quizzes. I am very partial to quizzes. I love doing quizzes. I often see how a quiz can play out in much more detail than my clients are ready to receive. I will say that, but eventually they'll catch up with me.
Yes. I love quizzes too. I love to do quizzes. I tend to be, and again, this is just who I am. When I get to the point where I have to put in my name and email address to get the answers, sometimes I hesitate, right?
Well, I flat out will ask, is this company worthy of my email? It's a trust thing for me to give up my email address.
Yeah.
Because I only have so much time in a day and I don't want to be messing with garbage email.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right. Did we miss anything?
The last thing that I would say, I don't think I said before, is that there's been talk I've seen like on social media, some where like email lists are dead and blah, 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 blah. Email lists are not dead. I'm just going to tell you right now, we are tired as a society. We are tired of the flash. And that email list is something where you have direct line into their inbox. It's a warm lead is what it is. It's a warm potential customer who is probably or more likely to hire you than anyone on your social media. And so while I'm not saying abandon social media, because there's incredible value there and I would not abandon my own, you do want to nurture that email list, and definitely tune in next month get a really good, awesome, user-friendly, powerful lead magnet, and then tune in next month because we're going to talk about nurturing that, because you can't just gather their email address and then ghost them.
No, and we have a nurture series, a sequence, which I think, will be great to talk about next time.
And I will ask people when they say, I need a lead magnet. I'm like, great. What are you going to do with that email address once you get it? And they're like, well, I'm going to have it on my list. Okay, so what are you going to do with your list? I don't know. Then you're not ready for a lead magnet.
Right. Where does all that information go? It sits on the computer. That's useless, right? So let's have a plan.
Let's have a plan. And next month we'll help you make a plan with your nurturing.
Awesome. All right. Tell them how to find you and what you have for them.
All right, so you can find me at the caffeinecreative.io. And if you go to caffeinecreative.io/shop, I'm tongue-tied this morning. We actually have lead magnet templates that we just launched this morning, and we have more coming here in the future that will help you. It's a template that you can quickly download, implement, and make it your own. And they are all on sale because we just launched them. So they're all on sale for 70% off. I cannot give these away, or you know me, Nancy, I'm giving everything
I
away.
was going to say, you're always giving stuff away, so I'm surprised this is a paid one, but I'm happy.
This is with an agreement. I have a legal binding agreement that I cannot give these away, but I can offer a special price on them. So they're 70% off this month. So now,
Which makes them how much?
depends on the league magnet itself, because they're all of different sizes and value. But
Okay.
I mean, most of them are going to be under $10.
Oh, okay. I'm heading over there right now to take a look at them because you always create such good products. So if anyone's looking for a lead magnet for their interior design business, hop on over. 1170 something, or $11.
Yeah, it's a big one. That's the relocation planner is a big one. So, and then I give you tips when you purchase these. I give you ideas on how you can implement it, because there's other ways to get people on your league magnet than just your website. You can actually do, oops, sorry.
That's all right.
You can actually network as an interior designer. You could do networking with real estate agents and mortgage brokers in your area, offering freebies to their clients.
Oh, yeah. We do this all the time. We train people to do this as well. It's a really good thing to get yourself jump started.
It is a huge thing, and I offer some suggestions in that when you purchase the lead magnets as well.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much, Teresa. You always provide such value to my following. And obviously, anyone who uses you to build their website is always coming back to me with compliments, which is why we continue to love having you as a sponsor.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right. We'll see you next month, everyone. Go have a great day and go check out your lead magnet. If you need assistance, get on Teresa's calendar and get on her website for the very inexpensive lead magnet templates, which I'm going to go look at now.
You know me, I don't like to sell small products very much. I give everything away for free, but with these I have to sell. It's a legal binding agreement, and I respect that. So
okay, good. All right. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.